All right, ladies, we're back in the crafting room today, and some of you have asked me to show you how I use Minwax Polycrylic to um, seal my diamond paintings. So I've got a few here left. Most of these are sealed. But I've got a couple here left that still need to be sealed up. And so I'm going to show you how we do that today. So give me just a minute and let me get my workstation set up and I'll give you a list of everything that you're going to need and I'll show you how to do it. All right, I'm back. So I've got all my stuff set out here. I've got my diamond painting and this is, it's called Godafoss Waterfall, which is a waterfall somewhere other than the United States. I'm not 100% sure where it is. But I got this for $15 on shopanydeals.com. So I buy a lot of my large size diamond paintings there, and I've never had any issues. And as you can see, it's quite pretty. It's very sparkly. So first time on diamond painting. And then I have one of these silicone like makeup brushes here, and this is really good for spreading the polycrylic. You can get these larger that are like this big. I like the smaller ones though because they are cheaper. You can get a pack of 5 of these for like $3 on Amazon. And then I have one of these nifty little funnels that you can get in just about any diamond painting kit or anything like that. I've got a set of tweezers here. I've got my polycrylic, and then I have a bottle here that's got one of these lids on it. I've already taken the lid off my polycrylic, so I'm going to use my funnel. Got some dust in there. Hold on. Get that out of there. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to take my funnel and pour the polycrylic in. There we go. Scoop this side there. Okay. And then I've just got a regular little plastic cup here to put my funnel into. Now, if you're going to do this, you might want to cover your working surface. This table pretty much gets used only for this, so I really don't mind too much if polycrylic gets on it. Let me tell you a little bit about Minwax Polycrylic. Anything you get it on, once this stuff dries, ain't coming off. That includes your hands. So I recommend using gloves. I've got this on my hands before, and it will literally take 4 or 5 days before it finally you're able to get it all the way off of your fingers. So I absolutely recommend that if you like the surface you're working on, cover it with newspaper or a silicone mat or whatever your preference is, and please, please use gloves. Now, if you're like me and you're in a hurry or you don't have gloves or you just don't care, then by all means, go ahead. Polycrylic can be removed with water or like a damp rag while it's still wet. But once it dries, this stuff is like super glue to be able to get off. So once it's on there and it's dried, it's there for good. All right, so I'm going to put the lid back on my bottle, put on my gloves, and I'll come right back and show you guys how this is done. All right, so before I start, I usually take my tweezers and I look in between all the little lines and everything on here, and I pick out the stuff that's not supposed to be there. I get cat hairs, I'm a smoker, so sometimes cigarette ashes, all kinds of little things that can be in your painting just from normal, everyday sitting around. You can prevent getting things in here that you don't want by keeping the plastic cover on it. What I usually do is when I start a diamond painting, I completely take off the entire plastic and then I put release papers on, like this one, And while that doesn't keep everything off, what it does is it allows you to keep that large piece of plastic. And then when I'm done with the whole painting, I use my tweezers, get as much debris off of it as I can, and then I tape the plastic back onto the diamond painting until I'm ready to finish it. So you don't have to do that step, but it is nice not to have little cat hairs or little pieces of crumbs from your cookies or whatever in your finished painting when you're done. So I've already done that. I got my trusty dusty gloves on. And so I'm just going to take the squeeze top off of this. And you could start wherever you want. Start in the middle, start on the edge. It doesn't matter. And you're just going to kind of put a little bit of it down. And then you take your silicone brush, and you're going to use this silicone brush to push the polycrylic in between all of the drills. Now this looks milky. I know it looks milky, but I promise you this stuff dries crystal clear. You won't have any problems with your diamonds losing their luster. And because polycrylic in the 8 ounce is fairly cheap, I can usually buy 3 or 4 of them at once, and the small 8 ounce can will finish about 5 of these large diamond paintings. So I mean, I do a lot of the larger stuff, so I go through a lot of polycrylic, but like I said, because it's cheap, I can usually afford it. So I'm just, like I said, you just want to push it into the cracks and crevices in between each diamond. And the good thing about this is I can take my finger on the back of the silicone brush, and you just kind of want to push it. You just spread it out. See how I have some excess here? You just scoop that up and push it back into the drills. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and I'm going to show you what I do, how I set it in order for it to cure, and how long it'll take it to dry, and all that good stuff. Be right back. All right, and here is the finished product. Now, it's hard to see, but if you go back, if you jump back in the video and then jump to this, you'll see that the colors are a little muted right now. And it's because the polycrylic does have like this milky color to it. But like I said before, it dries completely crystal clear, and it will not affect the luster of your diamonds whatsoever. So after I'm done, usually I set it here next to the window, and I have an awning under my window, so I don't have to worry about anything coming in the window like debris or water or anything like that and getting onto my painting. So I usually sit it here next to the window, and I give it 4 to 6 hours to dry enough to where I can put it back on its hanger and put it back on the rack. Now, that being said, I did this one this morning, and this one is completely dry. Even around the large diamonds here, you can see that, that it's dry and it has dried clear. So like I said, I did this one this morning. So, and it's about 4 o'clock right now. So this took about 6 hours to dry completely. So going back to this one over here, when you get done, you're going to notice that you have a little bit of excess on your borders. You can remove that if you want to, but you don't have to if you're going to finish it. Now me, I just leave that excess on the borders because I'm going to end up making a border for it anyway. Now that's for the small ones. I do a different border for the large ones, and I use this stuff right here. I can get it out of the bag. I use this stuff right here, and usually I'll cut like this part here. I'll cut it here at the seam, and so the bottom part will be, it's just wide enough so that it fits perfect on the outer edge of the diamond painting. So I'll do that in a different video. I might not do it today, but I definitely will get around to making a video for you guys on how I use the foam to frame my larger diamond paintings. But in a nutshell, from beginning to end, It probably takes 15 to 25 minutes, all depending on how much experience you have, how quickly you work, whether or not you have distractions. Me, from the time I started until the end of this video, it took me about 10 full minutes. It's cheap, it's simple. I did everything here, including the diamond painting, for under $30. And I mean, I have to do everything on a budget. So, because I have all these bills and everything. So, I mean, I am able to do this and it looks really nice. And you don't have to spend a fortune to have really, really nice pieces in your home. All right. Well, that's it, ladies. If you guys want me to make any more videos, feel free to like this video. And you can send me a direct message if you'd like also. And I am always open to suggestions and ideas, and I love to hear from you guys. So everybody have a good night and happy diamond painting.